Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Peter Overton. We're standing by to bring you the latest breaking news on interest rates. The Reserve Bank will announce its decision any moment now. We'll find out as you do when we get it from our business screen. Our finance editor Ross Greenwood is with me. Ross, I suppose what's interesting for all of us is the banks, the big banks, seem to be running their own race now and just ignoring the RBA when it comes to lifting rates.
There's no doubt about that, because though the Reserve Bank is expected to keep rates on hold for the rest of this year and maybe into next year as well, there's a situation here. Well, there you go. You've got the on hold from the Reserve Bank right now, and we're seeing some of those decisions coming through, and we'll bring a few of those. Now, that's not unexpected, but it's what the banks do, as you say, Peter. In the past month, the banks have been raising interest rates. Now, this is also about the regulators, APRA, and also the Reserve Bank, plus also ASIC, trying to cool down property markets. We saw yesterday property prices over the past 12 months in Sydney and Melbourne have continued to run away. There's concern about interest-only loans. There's also concern about the amount of lending the banks are handing out at these very high property prices. That's the reason why the Reserve Bank now is kind of stuck in what it does with interest rates. It can't cut rates, which would stimulate the markets. It can't raise rates, because that also could trigger the banks to raise rates even further and harm those people with the properties.
So that's the deal, isn't it? The Reserve Bank saying, well, we're ignoring you, RBA. We'll lift rates when we feel like it. But as soon as the RBA says we're going to lift rates, they're going to go, oh, we're back on the RBA's team now. We're going to lift rates as well.
Oh, 100%. There is no question that that's what would happen. If the Reserve Bank were to raise rates tomorrow, the big banks would certainly come in again. But, you know, is this going to be good for those people who have recently taken on properties, acquired significant debts, because we're now in an environment where rates eventually are going to rise, and in fact about a third of economists now think in 12 months' time the rates will be higher than they are today.
It will be interesting come Scott Morrison's budget to see if he has anything in his plans to try and cool down the market, whether it's stamp duty issues or negative gearing or whatever.
Because like the regulators, he's got to try and cool the markets without actually making it go pop.
Ross, we could talk all afternoon, but we've got to keep moving. Indeed. Thank you. The RBA has left the official cash rate on hold at 1.5%.